Can this cordless pruner actually cut through thick limbs? This is a simple and fast review of the Anbull electric pruning shears for trees and your garden. We're going to open it up, show you what it looks like, test it out, and of course let you know whether or not it's worth buying. So as we get these out of the box, you're going to note that they come in a nice case. Show you what it looks like there, but it's going to open the other direction. So in it we'll find a couple batteries, which will be simple plugs. We'll find the charging cable here, and I got one plug right here. So as soon as you plug it in, it'll show green. I'm not sure if you can see this in the top right corner here. It's going to be green, and then as I plug it in, it turns red. So we'll just look for it to be green. We'll get this charged up in the meantime. These will just slide in like so, and you'll hear the push button. It's kind of nice. Looks like it won't go on until you turn that button. And then somewhere over here we'll have an idea. Yep, sorry, had it the right way the first time. On battery it says 70. So we'll have to figure out what the trigger response is. So we'll go ahead and get this charged up while I read the instructions. All right, so we're going to just press this twice, and then it should be on. That's what it tells me at least. So, but it's not. Oh, there we go. So it does take a two buttons, and then so just be aware of that. And I wonder how we turn this off. Shutdown method: press and hold the trigger for 3 seconds until we hear that. Well, until we hear multiple beeps, and then that's how we open it. So hold it closed, multiple beeps, and then it'll be locked in place if we want to get it going until we hear the beeps, and then that should open. Now, it does come with some adjustability here in the event that you need to get a more wide opening for larger pieces here. There's two different kind of wrench sets here, so be aware. And then a sharpening stone, which is really nice to have. All right, so not in the instruction manual, but something to note. First of all, there's a counter here. So each time you cut, it's giving you a count. I don't know what that really would be valuable for, but it's there. Which is great. And then to go from kind of I'll kind of show you by utilizing this, from the small size, right, to the bigger size. We're just going to hold it, get that one click, and you'll see how much bigger the mouth opening is, right? So holding it down, and you'll see where it is now. Hold it down for one beep, and it goes to the smaller, and I think it's 1.2 and 1.6 inch. So again, holding it for 1 changes it, holding it for 3 closes it, and it doesn't turn off with that button, but just pull the battery and it should take care of itself there. As far as the sharpening stones and everything, again, use kind of at your discretion, and be careful with it. And I'm not sure how to get this back in here. I'm sure it fits eventually. It's a tight fit, so just be aware. We'll have to figure that out. Anyway, I'm not sure what to do with the wrenches. Obviously, the bigger wrench goes on the big one, and the lower one there. I guess it's for removing these if needed. I'm not going to be in that situation, I'm hoping. So just be aware of that. Again, we'll charge it up and take it outside and go from there. All right, so I just want to kind of give you an idea on size. First of all, this thing right here is about as big as my finger. I'm going to show you a couple that I've cut before, but just want to show you how quickly they cut and easily. Really simple cuts, and it's pretty darn effective. Short, long, whatever. I'm going to be doing this usually to cut off stuff that's like, I have a lot of bamboo in my backyard, as you can probably see here. And you know, first of all, cutting the bamboo is easy, or going to be easy hopefully with this. But more importantly, it's going to be cutting off the little things like this, so that it's easier to kind of get through my wood chipper. Because when those things are on the edges, it's a little bit harder to get through, but when you can cut them off like that, it's a lot simpler. And also there's a lot of just kind of stuff like that that's running around. As you can see, it still does the counting. I'm not sure why, but it's, you know, it's helpful. Let you know you've been out here for a while. So I am going to just cut down some of these little pieces of bamboo and kind of show you how easy it is. Now, getting it down to the root is kind of important, and that's going to be harder because of this battery and everything. It gets in the way a little bit, but it does cut through pretty nicely on some of this stuff. And you know, getting rid of some of the tinier bamboo is obviously going to be a nice little thing for me. So as you can see, can't pull out, so I'm going to need to cut this to allow it to kind of just come out real easy. So definitely worth buying. Super effective, sharpening capabilities if needed, which is really nice. But generally a nice looking tool that I'll probably keep out in my shed, so that I can work with all these sticks and stuff like that. So to me, worth buying. Hopefully this review helped. Thanks for watching.